Hello everybody, this is Cheri at djsundry.blogspot.com, and this is a follow-up video for the video that I did a few weeks ago that showed this Thanksgiving organizer that I made. And I just wanted to do the follow-up to let you see how I completed it now that it's a couple days after Thanksgiving. I know you've seen the book itself, so we won't go into a lot of the details with that. I just wanted you to see how I made it work for me. So we'll start by opening up to the planning tab, and what I did is I went through and I wrote my menu down. I made all of my everything there, so I knew exactly what I planned to serve. I did not on this page make a list of who I was asking to bring what, but that was just something that I let everyone know who was coming, what I needed for them to bring. This was my guest list, which is off by one because one of the people had to work and I didn't realize that. But this is my guest list, and this is how I planned how much food I was going to need. I also made name tags, which I'll show you in a minute. And so this worked really well for me. Then I had a section where I started putting recipes. Now I had decided that I was going to put recipes so that I didn't have to look them all up, and in the future they'll already be here. This year I had to go ahead and pull them out and put them in here. And so some of them I hand wrote and some of them I actually taped in. And I wasn't able actually to get them all on this page, so when you come a couple pages later there are more. So this is one of the hand recipes, and I didn't actually make this particular dish. One of my guests did, but that was the recipe. Then we saw this turkey on Pinterest, and I wanted to use that for my relish tray or something similar, and so I didn't obviously do a recipe. I just printed out the picture and put it in here straight from Pinterest or from wherever I found it, so that I would have it to look at. And then this is just kind of a family tradition recipe that we use here. And then we came to decorations. Now this year I didn't do a whole lot decoration wise. I did make my place cards, and this is mine, and so now that it's over I've just taped it in here, so the next year I can come back and see what I made, and I can decide if I want something very different or if I want to go with something similar. I've just got it there. So I just cut these with cardstock on my Cricut. This is a Brad, and then when you open it up I had stamped in and everything give thanks, and then just put it in there. So that was that part of it. This, and I did show this on the previous video, keeping organized, and I had listed out what I wanted to have done before the week of Thanksgiving, what I wanted to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I left a space here for what I was going to do on Thursday, but I did not end up using that space because I'll show you in a minute how I did that instead. So next year I'll see that I just didn't use it. And I wish I could say this all went exactly like I had it planned, but of course it didn't. But at least I had a plan. And that is, I guess, the biggest thing I want to stress is it doesn't matter if you keep your things in a fancy book that you made yourself, or if you have a place in your Filofax or whatever, however you want to do it. But I can't tell you how much I went to this book to see, okay, where am I? What do I need to do? And it really helped me. And then next year, like I said, my recipes are here. I can add to them. I can take them away and do whatever. More recipes. And what I did here is I put, like on this one you see up here, it says start at 8:30. This was the ham that I made out of a recipe that I found online. And I put my notes here on what I thought. For instance, on the ham recipe, I just wrote on here, I just actually did this today. I put ham was a bit dry, needs tweaking. And so I've got to think about that, maybe try it again a time or two and see if I need to just completely forget this recipe and start over, or if it's something that I really enjoyed, or if was it my error, which it probably was. So I put, okay, I need to start that based on my ham size. I needed to start that at 8:30. So this was more what I did for my guide. This was a picture of the ham, and it really did have a nice flavor, but I think I had done something wrong. So I want to just play with that a little bit. This is a cranberry relish recipe that my daughter and my mother-in-law used to make together, and my daughter made this. The sweet potatoes we don't do normal. We have a recipe for a casserole that we find that we make for these type of occasions, and so I just put that in here so I don't have to go looking through all of my gazillion recipes to find it next year. It's right there. Then this turkey, this was something I found, I think it was on Pinterest too. I found somebody else had pinned it, and I thought, I'm gonna try that, and I have to say this was a winner. I love it. I wrote in my notes and thoughts why I liked it. I said definite keeper, turkey was moist, gravy was delicious, this is the best turkey recipe I've used, and that is not exaggerating. It was really good. And I actually had, because I had so many people, I actually made 2 turkeys. So I just wrote in here, start the large turkey at 9:30. That way I knew it would be done in time for my in time for our lunch. And it was. And then I didn't really write in here when I started the smaller turkey, but I started it about an hour later. So it was just perfect. Then when we came in here, we get to the days before Thanksgiving. And like I said, my other plans did not work out like I had wanted them to, just because of life happenings and things that's been going on and extra things that I've had to do. And so when I got down on Tuesday night before, I sat down, pulled out my planner, and I looked at what I had written down, what we had accomplished, what we hadn't, and then I broke it down in a list of what we needed to do that day to prepare for our guests, so that Thursday it would be pretty stress-free. And really, honestly, it was pretty stress-free. Things ran really smoothly, everybody pitched in and helped, and it just really was, despite the fact that it was loud and there were lots of people here, it went really, really well. And so then in here, things that I knew that I needed to do on that Wednesday, specifically, I just wrote them all down, and then as things came into my mind, I knew what I needed to have out. And being organized helped me so much. I still ended up with an extra trip to the grocery store on the day before, which I had tried to avoid, but there were a couple things that I needed to go ahead and get. So this is ready for next year's planning, as far as the planning stages. So, you know, next mid-November, I'll take this out and I'll review what I did, who was here, and those kind of things, and we'll be good to go. Now on the memories page, I showed this when I showed the original video. I had stamped the 2013 up here, and I haven't written anything in there yet or put any photographs, and I didn't take a lot of photographs, but I will put those in later. And when I have some time, maybe late at night, I'll just sit down, write down the memories, do a journal type entry here, so that those things that I really don't want to forget will be here. And then this will go on the shelf and be ready for next year's Thanksgiving. So that's just a way that I stay organized. Stay tuned, because before long I will show a video of my Christmas organization, and this one is actually one that this is the second year I've used it. So you'll see how it coming into the second year, I'll show how it helped me and what I was able to do with that when I pull that out again. So thanks so much for stopping by today, and remember, take some time to enjoy the little things. Have a great day. Bye.